play near circle. Schreiber, he's going to shoot, scores! Will Schreiber roofs a wrist shot past Sebastian Wigfield, and it's a tie game. Here's a shot deflected, still loose side of the net. Follow-up shot, it scores! Nicholas Malinik finds the power play goal 15 seconds into the man advantage. Pick at the blue line, now the strength of Gabal. Here's Brady with a shot and scores on the 2-on-1. So Loyola comes right back. And the 6th SHL goal for Grady makes it 1-1. It's down to our left.
Awkward's right, you can hear the thundering good towards.
Oh, it shoots and scores! The shot from Michael Latanzio from the far point just went through a bunch of traffic and over the shoulder cast, and it's 2-1 Loyola. Loyola buzzing, sharp angle, holding, Gustafsson shoots, scores! Jack Gustafsson with a brilliant play on the side of the net makes it 3-2 Loyola. Hopping off the bench is kneeling, Gustafsson trailer, good stick, backhanded shot, still loose, Loyola wins! Jack Gustafsson finds a loose puck, and the Ramblers win it 2-1 in overtime. By the post, now below the goal, Snow, side of the net, here's a shot, scores! And the equalizer for New Trier, with 4:45 to go, makes it 1-1. Skirted by the post, now below the goal, Snow, side of the net, here's a shot, scores! And the equalizer for New Trier, with 4:45 to go, makes it 1-1. You felt that coming, Tyler. You felt so much of this period been played so far in the G. Skates right in on net. He draws, forehand, scores! Blake Faulkner gets it done for the Trevians. Carries the puck. He skates going down the middle, almost loses the puck, and he misses! New Trier wins! 1-0 in the shootout. We are live from a rocking North Shore Ice Arena for the SHL Game of the Week on YouTube Live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome into tonight's broadcast where the rivalry needs little introduction. New Trier Loyola Part 2 to start the 2022 calendar season. Alongside Wes Anderson and Andrew Rubin, I am Max Anderson. Well, thank you for joining us here on this Sunday evening, here live from Winnetka. These two teams met in December of their first match of the season. Loyola won it 3-1, and for more on how they're looking for their second win of the season, we're going to send it down to ice level where Wes is standing by with Loyola co-head coach Scott Sorello.
Thanks, Max. I'm here with Coach. Coach, you guys are coming off a 6-1 loss last night. What are some keys to get a W tonight?
Just a better effort, more consistent defensively, and just all-around better effort.
Henry Cheston and Owen Walker had 2 goals for New Trier in their last game. Any plans to stop them tonight?
No, we're just focused on the team in general.
Thanks, Coach. Max, up to you guys.
So Scott Sorello clearly focused tonight here, Andrew, after a game last night that I think really shocked the entire league. York beating Loyola 6-1 last night in a dominant fashion, and really was described to me as a burn the tape type of game. But nothing better when you lose a game like that to come back 24 hours later against your biggest rival.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all you really can do is burn the tape, especially for Loyola when next night you're playing New Trier Green, one of the most storied rivalries in Illinois high school hockey. There's not much more you can ask for as a player than to come out with another chance tonight with something to prove.
Andrew, having played in many rivalry games against both these teams, of course against GBS, what do you look for in a key to a rivalry game like this where both teams are so much passion in this rivalry? What's key to a game, especially early?
You got to settle those nerves early. You got to come out and you got to, that first shift, you got to have a plan of something that you want to achieve, something that you want to get done, so you can feel like you finally get settled in this game. Whichever team calms those nerves and gets settled down first usually is the team that comes out on top.
And you saw just a moment ago that brief graphic with some of the top point getters for these two teams. Of course, when you look at the Loyola side, you look at Gustafson, Schreiber, Cabal, Lillybridge, and Schreiber, some combination of those 4 or 5 guys take the top line for Loyola. If you want to stop Loyola, it's got to start with that top line.
Absolutely. We saw Loyola play Stevenson on Thursday, early this week in a game of the week, and we saw Schreiber have 2 of those goals and Gustafson have another. That top line from Loyola is really what drives the bus for them to right now being the number 1 ranked team in the state.
So number 1, number 3 going at it here tonight. New Trier looking to notch that first win on this rivalry here this season. That game we saw at Heartland just a couple of weeks ago before the turn of the calendar saw Keaton Lillybridge get 2 second-period goals that ended up being the difference for Loyola. Overall, Dean Lawrence was in net for New Trier that game. Played pretty well, but Drew Dirtoff is going to get an opportunity in net for New Trier to see if he can stop this high-powered Loyola attack.
Absolutely, yes. Drew Dirtoff, kind of been a split so far with Dean Lawrence at New Trier. Really interested to see how he does in this first big game against Loyola. You'd love to see New Trier give him a clear-sighted shot to make things easy for him early on, to help him get settled. As we talked about, like a player getting settled, it's just as important for a goalie to get settled in a big game like this.
So we're going to step aside for starting lineups and national anthem here from our PA announcer, Sam Schwartz. A rocking North Shore Ice Arena on this Sunday evening. Sam Schwartz, our PA announcer, taking us through starting lineups and the national anthem there. Does such a good job. Of course, Sam back from college for the winter break and moonlighting here in the SHL, just picking up a couple extra games. Always good to have him back. He brings an energy to the rink that no other PA announcer around brings.
Absolutely. Just having that PA announcer as a player gets you fired up when you hear those starting lineups, you hear that national anthem. Right now, all these players, they just can't wait to get on the ice, show out in front of all these people here. And
in true New Trier versus Loyola fashion, we've got completely packed stands. We've got fans lining the boards, huge student sections, and a great atmosphere here on this Sunday evening. 17 minutes up on the clock. Both teams getting their final instructions. And we will have all of the game action here for you from this North Suburban Barn in a classic matchup. Wes is going to be down on ice level, bringing you sights and sounds and angles. Always love when we have that third pair of eyes down there. We are underway as Ryan Cowan takes the puck in his own D zone. Goes D to D. Albrighton, his pass to the neutral zone, picked off by Butler Chesson. Now Baltz loses the puck as he enters the zone. He commits an offsides as he lost the puck as he crossed the blue line just 12 seconds into the game.
We can already see there may be a little bit of nerves for both teams to start. Not really much you can expect in these first few minutes besides just kind of feeling out each other.
Baltz and Gabal gonna do the face-off draw here. A little bit different look on the top line. No Garrett Grady for Loyola, so it's Gabal, Lillibridge, and Joe Bear. Of course, we're gonna see Schreiber and Gustafson, two leading point getters for this Loyola team. They'll be out here in just a few moments, but Loyola missing a few guys here tonight. Sam Rody out as well on the back end, so a few key cogs out of the lineup for Loyola. No different on the New Trier side as Kitchell Snow and Joseph Buddington, two of their top three centers, are out as well. So going through some injuries, mid-season bumps and bruises. Well, regardless, these two teams are going to be out here competing. Here's Douthit with the puck, 2-on-1 New Trier. He's got Faulkner coming down the slot. Douthit looks, stuff attempt, loose side of the net, and Albrighton swipes it past. Now Schreiber getting his first time on the ice, loses the puck, point blank, backhanded shot fought off by Haney. Now another shot on net, deflected into the corner, and Schreiber going to take it away. Hawkins stops the puck at center ice. Now following it up is Boersma, 2-on-1 back the other way as Gustafson comes down the slot. Passes, shot, big save by Dirtoff, and Gustafson missed a wide open net. He had about half the net there, Andrew, and he missed the mark.
Absolutely, but we're seeing some big starts for both goalies, both already having 2-on-1 saves and some big saves from Haney as well.
That puck misses and goes far enough for icing. Now getting a look at that 2-on-1 opportunity here, Andrew. He opted to hold the puck, try the stuff attempt. Here's another backhanded opportunity and the big save.
Not the ideal start for Loyola right there with your goalie already testing him this early, but good to see him. Definitely big confidence boosters for Haney to settle down in this game.
Baker getting a face-off draw opportunity. Won by New Trier instead. Here's Kroger back up top. Shot by Cusick and saved by Haney, and a little bit of pushing and shoving after the play. Expect to see a lot of that all throughout tonight's game. Of course, these two schools separated by just a mile up there in Wilmette.
New Trier always has some good face-off plays. We just saw a set play right there of setting up to Kroger on the far side, passing it back to his defensive partner for a shot. Lots of creativity coming from the New Trier coaching staff and lots of set plays off of face-offs.
That's a great call there, Andrews. New Trier has to retreat back into their own zone to get the puck. Malinik takes it in the neutral zone. He looks towards the middle of the ice and said he shoots. Dirtoff fights that off into the corner. Malinik gives it up. Good stick by Cusick in his own zone to clear it. Now too many men on the ice might be called. No, they're fortunate that puck didn't hit the skate of Sauer, who's just leaving the ice. Rink wide pass to Chesson. Chesson, he'll skate wide past Fritchie. Stuff attempt just past the near post. Latanzio nearly put that in on his own goal.
Great move, hesitation move by Chesson there to attack the front of the net. Just missed the goal, missed it by about 3 inches.
Now Joe Bear is going to settle things down, get it back to Latanzio, and fresh bodies on the ice for Loyola. His pass misses Joe Bear on a deflection, so no icing on that one. Up the boards, taken by Steele here at center ice. That pass stepped in front by Butler Chesson. Now Walker spins the puck deep, taken by Cadlick. Lillibridge able to escort the puck out. Just 3 minutes into the game here. Already both teams with a couple of high quality chances. Here's Gabal 2-on-2, goes around one defenseman, but a good back check disrupts that play.
Big time energy play there for New Trier. A big back check like that to stop an odd man rush definitely will get your bench and the rest of the boys going.
That was Owen Walker showing the effort from his forward position. Now coming away with it is Miller. Offsides is going to be the call if anyone touched it. Schreiber came away with it. Thought they might play on. Instead, it's going to be offsides in a neutral zone faceoff with 13:54 to go.
You could debatably say that was intentionally offsides to kind of stop that Loyola rush there, as Loyola might have had a scoring opportunity had that whistle not been blown.
Yeah, guys, I'm down at ice level, and one thing that's very apparent is the pace is pretty fast down here at ice level.
Absolutely, Wes, you're spot on. We're seeing lots of long breakout passes, springing guys for rushes.
I think the energy of the arena is really bringing some of that pace as well. Both these teams have played a few hockey games the last couple of days off the holiday break, but you can see a step in everybody's direction here, moving a little bit quicker than maybe they otherwise would be on a Sunday night. Here's Cowan, shot deflected in front, swiped away by Kroger.
Would like to see a few more bodies there for Loyola in front of the net. So look to put away some possible rebounds here early.
Now collision in the corner, fighting off, big check on the back check by Schreiber. Boersma whacks the puck around the boards, comes to Hawkins at the blue line, deflected on its way to net by Douthit. Now battle behind the net. Here's Boersma. That checked him in off the puck and comes all the way out into the neutral zone, and that'll go far enough for an icing. I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, Christopher Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, LASA, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank and Trust, a Wintrust Community Bank, Kramer Construction, and Schmidt Goaltending. Of course, Schmidt Goaltending brought you our starting goaltenders here tonight as that shot right off the faceoff into one of those netminders. That's Braden Haney starting in net for Loyola. His 9th start here in SHL play, a 92.3% save percentage and exactly 2 goals allowed per game. You saw earlier the stats from Drew Durdoff. His 8th start here in the SHL, a .227 goals against average and an 87% save percentage. That is your Schmidt starting goaltenders. Now Baker and Faulkner reset. Linesman drops the puck. Face-off won by Loyola. Fritchie from his defensive spot is able to get the puck out. And it'll be Latanzio back to retrieve it behind the net of Haney. Breakout pass, misses a stick. That will be another icing and an offensive zone draw coming for New Trier.
On that first face-off after that last icing, we saw Faulkner try to go forward around the center right there. That's another trick play, trying to get a backdoor pass right off another face-off. There is no time that you can try to fall asleep against New Trier. They are always looking to score a goal.
And that's something, if you're Loyola, that's something you've talked about before the game. That's something you're expecting from this New Trier team.
Absolutely. These coaches, they definitely know each other. They've coached against each other a long time. They know most of the tendencies that they're going to try to coach against. They're going to look to do their best to stop that.
Back to the point, and Randall, his shot wide of the net. He's getting an opportunity here tonight as a result of some injuries for New Trier Green. Baltz gets it on to Chesson, a shot blocked by Latanzio and forced out of the zone.
In that Loyola game against Stevenson, we saw Loyola multiple times willing to sacrifice their body to block shots. And it looks like that's going to continue here today against New Trier.
New Trier breaks out of the zone. Randall gives way to Baltz. Baltz going to go around Albrighton. And centering pass, but no one there for New Trier. And spun off the boards by Gustafson out into the neutral zone. 12 minutes to go here in the first period. We're still scoreless. Cowan's going to wrap the puck around the boards to Albrighton. He'll go up the middle of the ice, but again an icing. Now, that's about the 4th icing we've seen from Loyola. New Trier getting a bunch of early offensive zone draw opportunities here, Andrew. What could that mean here for New Trier?
Yes, as we've already pointed out, New Trier has multiple face-off plays that they can run, but it's also just hard for Loyola to ever get set up really in their breakout or get it set up in the offensive zone. That New Trier is doing such a good job on their forecheck so far.
And the more of these offensive zone draws you give New Trier, just the more trouble you're looking for if you're Loyola. Oh, as the linesman, I believe, caught a stick there on the face-off. He looks to be all right. Right back into play. Schreiber and Cusick with a collision as enters the offensive zone. Puck comes loose. Cowan's going to pinch. He's going to gamble and lose. 2-on-1 for New Trier. Skating hard towards the middle of the ice, but a good stick by Cowan, I think, disrupted the forward coming up the slot.
You got that right,
Jaden
Max.
Sauer. Back the other way, Gustafson around one defender. Nice play. Puck still loose. Gustafson chips it back out into the slot. A lot of bodies. A shot. Scores! Will Schreiber finds the puck in the high slot and puts it home. It's 1-0 Loyola.
That's a perfect example right there. If you want to score goals, you go to the front of the net. Jack Gustafson with a great move initially to go around that defenseman. Lost the puck, found it back in the corner. Just gets that puck to the front of the net where Schreiber's able to find it and bury it past Durdov.
And you could see Durdov was down on his backside. He tried to make that stop from his butt, but was not able to keep it out. He got a piece of it, but not enough.
And as normal for Loyola, the usual suspects of that top line, getting them started here early.
For Schreiber, that'll be his 13th goal of the season. His 26th point, good for second on the team for Loyola. New Trier coming right back at it. Here's Douthit. Gustafson's going to get the lone assist for Loyola. That puck goes all the way down, so we're going to get an offensive zone draw. Coming again for New Trier. As Faulkner is going to get the opportunity in the dot against Gabal. Gabal wins it. Cowan trying to spin around the boards, turned over there. Faulkner steps in front of that one. Here's Gabal able to win the puck back and force it out. Just past the stick of Joe Bear. That's offsides. And Douthit looking around like he doesn't quite understand why that was called. They couldn't quite tell from our angle there if there was a player offsides. I don't know what you saw there, Andrew.
I saw right in front of the Loyola bench. Douthit did not see it, but I do believe we did have an offsides on that play. The linesman got that one right.
Center ice face-off draw, won by New Trier. Played back to Cusick. D-to-D, Kroger. This is Cusick, but he's got some time to collect and get the puck on to Kroger. Now Tyler Smith getting his first ice time of the night. He'll look to make an increased impact on this game with some of the missing bodies for the Trevians. They can make a stretch pass. It was Douthit waiting for the puck. Loyola able to recover. Cadlick and Albrighton back. Douthit carries it wide. No one in the slot for New Trier, but the puck's still loose. Now Randall top. And that shot just wide of the near post. Centering pass. But Faulkner wasn't ready for it. Puck able to be cleared. And Loyola gets a bunch of fresh bodies on the ice. On comes Gustafson and Schreiber. That lethal top line of Gustafson, Schreiber, and Boersma. Between the three of them, responsible for over 50 points on the season for Loyola. This puck chipped out of the netting. Should say over 60 points between the three of them. Just a lethal offensive combination. 9:41 left here in the first. 1-0 Loyola.
Absolutely, Max. What I'm really seeing right now from New Trier is on their forecheck, they are jumping the pass to the Loyola wingers, and that is what's causing Loyola so much trouble right now. Their defensemen don't really know where to go with the puck, but the New Trier forwards taking away their first option for their breakout.
Cowan spins the puck around the boards. Schreiber along the near half boards is just going to chip it out. Now Schreiber with speed. Boersma sets a bit of a pick. Schreiber's going to skate wide. He loses an edge. And New Trier able to clear. Walker comes the other way. He goes around one man in Gustafson. Tries to get it to Baltz, but a good stick from Boersma. Disrupts that as they enter the offensive zone. Now side of the net, Chesson. Sharp angle. Puck still loose. And finally falling on it is Haney.
I believe that puck was still loose, but that's the type of shot for a goaltender that's very tough. Those sharp angled shots, not really expecting it, those are the ones that'll really give you trouble.
See, 8-2 on the season for Haney. Him and COB, as they call him, Kieran O'Brien, really going back and forth, jockeying for that number one position. In that, two pretty good options if you're a Rambler fan, and I think we'll see that play out here over the next month. Who's going to carry this team through the playoffs? Now Fleetwood has the puck roll off his stick, but he enters the zone. The entire time, Jake Orchakowski followed him. Now Latanzio tries to force out, able to. That chip in by Rabinovitz. Has no one on the other end for New Trier. Latanzio off the boards. Plays to Malinik, but he loses the puck through the neutral zone. Now Fritchie. Rink wide past Malinik. That was Hawkins looking for a big hit. He missed. Point blank. Puck still loose right outside the crease. Now a backhanded opportunity, but Malinik couldn't get to it. Hawkins has the puck lost. Pad save from Dirtoff. Forced all the way out of the zone, and Loyola has to regroup on their own blue line with 8:15 left here in the first. Too many men on the ice. Looks like it's going to be the call. Loyola had about 7 guys on the ice there. It was, I believe it was Latanzio late coming off the ice where he had lost his stick. You could see it in their offensive zone, so he was headed back to the bench, and Loyola just a little too quick off the bench.
Absolutely, just not great awareness there from Loyola, taking your head off the puck, and that's the main reason why I believe Latanzio was not even looking when he made contact with that puck. Just a simple mistake like that, something you don't want to see.
So with 8:10 remaining here in the first, power play opportunity.
Guys, I'm down here. Number 50 Latanzio is actually number 28, Bobby Starson. He forgot his jersey. He's actually using Michael Latanzio, who's a goalie for Loyola JV. He's actually using his jersey, so that's actually who's going to the box. I was just talking to his dad.
Well, that's why we have Wes Anderson down on the ice, fellas, because we would have called Bobby Sharfstein Latanzio all night, so just to make our job up here in the broadcast booth a little bit more difficult.
Just helping you out when I can, boys. I'll be walking around all night.
Attaboy, Wes. We appreciate you down there.
So too many men on the ice penalty and a power play opportunity here from New Trier. New Trier on the season, sporting a 15% power play. It's on the lower end of things when it comes to high school hockey.
And also New Trier predominantly one of the better power play teams in the state with one of the top percentages using not only the state but also the SHL play as well.
No doubt, as this puck's going to be cleared by Loyola, you're so used to seeing guys like Brian Dolby at the top of that power play with that big, heavy shot. New Trier hasn't quite found that combination this year. Still trying to put it together on the power play. Baltz with some speed and space. He's going to carry the puck in, but lose it as he enters the zone. Now near side half boards trying to win it back. Tries to get it back to the point, but he misses Cusick with 1:15 left on the power play. Now Butler Chesson, rink wide pass to Baltz. Alex Cheris joins the play. Getting it back up top, Cusick, he winds up, he's going to shoot, knocked down in front. Now a weak shot from outside the circle from Baltz. Baltz gets the puck back to Chesson. Cusick waiting for it, he settles it, he's going to look, he's going to shoot, and wide of the net. Puck still loose, down and out was Haney, but Loyola able to clear. 35 to go on the power play, 6:40 to go in the period.
Yes, I believe that was Walker. He actually tried banking that off of Haney. Haney luckily rolled out of the way, but that puck was just sitting in the slot to where Loyola was able to clear.
Yeah, if Haney would have been on his skates, that probably goes off his back and maybe into the net. I think he was fortunate that he was down and out of the play there.
Absolutely.
Here's a shot from Haney, wide of the net, but he gloved it. He'll take a face-off with 16 to go on the power play.
We saw New Trier had a little bit of struggle getting set up, but once they did get set up in that offensive zone, they had lots of puck movement, getting shots to the net, but not as much traffic as you would like to see from a normal New Trier power play.
So for those of you keeping score at home, it's Zach Waltman taking the too many men penalty for Loyola. I know many of you are keeping score, so want to make sure we gave that to you. Face-off win for New Trier. Here's a shot from Kroger, deflected over the net. Now backhanded shot off the side of the net. Kroger's able to keep it in at the point, drops it down outside circle, back up top Kroger. And that shot is blocked. Now backdoor chance from Faulkner. That puck just missed his stick off the save of Haney. Steele in the corner, tries a stick lift to pry the stick loose. Back to full strength is Loyola, 5-on-5 hockey. Following it up, Smith, puck still loose, Faulkner, he shoots, blocked again, shoots again, he scores! Blake Faulkner finds the back of the net, and it's 1-1.
I could not tell if this puck got deflected after the stick of Faulkner or if the hit off of Haney, but that puck definitely changed direction at some point in time.
We're going to get a look at the replay here in a minute. Traffic out in front. Faulkner found it. I believe it was deflected, but it would have been off a Loyola body. There was no one for New Trier really in front of the net. I think it might have been off possibly Latanzio. It's a little bit hard to tell. Regardless, the answer that New Trier was looking for, it's 1-1.
Guys, I'm down here. I'm pretty sure Tyler Smith had that one.
Well, Wes, I will stand corrected. Here's Cowan in his own. And again, Wes Anderson coming in with the savior. So I apologize, Tyler Smith. It was your goal, not Faulkner's. And for Tyler Smith, that's his 6th of the season. We talked about him just a couple of minutes ago with a couple of the missing Trevians. A guy like him looking to step up, and boy, has he stepped up with a goal here in the first.
Absolutely, and that's all you can ask for from Bob Mellon and the rest of this New Trier coaching staff, is having those guys the next man up mentality.
Andrew, you talk about that next man up mentality. It was a huge fist pump from the coaching staff and the New Trier bench right when that goal went in. So they're pretty elated to get that good depth from their scoring forwards.
Yeah, that's what they need, right? They're missing 2 key centers in this game. And then it comes down to depth. They've got a couple of the white team call-ups, and they're going to need some. And Tyler Smith at least starts that here for New Trier. As Sheriff drops the puck in deep, Latanzio for Loyola fields the puck. Fritchie gets it behind the net. Lillybridge going to chip it out past the stick of the ball. Now Cusick settles it, spinning puck, slaps it towards the blue line. Kroger comes away with it. Enright getting some ice time here for New Trier. Another part of that needed depth, as that takes kind of a crazy bounce there off the ice. Must have hit a dent or something. Cheris drops the puck in deep. Now sits below the goal. Taking a check to make a play there was Fritchie. And Schreiber's going to be able to get the puck out. Hawkins tries to play on, but gets stopped now behind the play.
I believe his blade fell off. He has nothing to push off of Cheris. That's why he is really struggling to get to the bench.
Wow, don't see that every day. That's Lucas Cheris having an equipment malfunction. We'll see what Wes can find out from that.
I believe the official right now is currently holding the blade of Luke Cheris.
You don't see that every day. Now Loyola trying to come right back. Good touch pass from Baltz, gets it on to Walker. Walker gets it back, centering pass, but not in a position to put it on net. Back at the point, Kroger steps up, keeps the puck in, knocks it down Baltz. Baltz with some room, side of the net, bouncing puck, falling, scores! Butler Chesson finds a bouncing puck and puts it home. It's 2-1 New Trier.
That was great overall play from New Trier. All 3 line mates, Chesson, Walker, and Balls all touched the puck. Walker batting that puck out in midair to himself, getting it down to Balls, I believe, who fed it across to Chesson, who had a wide open net. No chance for Braden Haney.
Guys, I'm down here in the New Trier bench. You guys were right. Lucas Cherish did blow a wheel. His blade on, I think, his left skate is completely out. He's going to have to get that changed before he can continue.
Yes, and for those of you wondering at home now, blades are much, much easier to take out and put back in now on the current skates. Just a pop of a button and everything's ready to go, unlike before where it used to be a whole procedure.
Fortunate for Lucas Cheris, as he's going to be needed here tonight.
I think the officials are saying that puck out of play was played by a high stick. So that faceoff's going to come all the way down in the New Trier zone.
And a linesman just threw a puck at us up here. Did that just land up here? That was a first. We're up here in that wooden shack, if you're familiar with North Shore Ice Arena. And for whatever reason, I think we ended up with a puck up here, but we'll play on. Kroger chips this puck out well high and wide, and that's going to go the length of the ice for an icing. I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, Christopher Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, GLASA, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank and Trust, a Wintrust Community Bank, Kramer Construction, and Schmidt Goaltending. Thank our great sponsors for their support of the SHL and the SHL Game of the Week. Here's Lillybridge with a shot fought off by Dirtoff and played into the corner. Good touch play by Smith. He's trying to go around Fritchie. He's battling, trying to win the puck back. Now Douthit there to support, getting it back at Smith. Shot! And a good save by Haney. Down 2-1 already. Another goal would be trouble for Loyola. Waltman carries the puck in. He's got the ball coming down the slot, skates wide, and goes all the way around the net. Tries the center, but an active stick able to keep that puck out. Steele's going to keep it in. The ball gets it in the corner. Got Latanzio back at the point, opts to try to drop it down. Latanzio is headed out, now back into the zone. Faded blue lines here at the North Shore Ice Arena. Makes it a little bit tough to see some of those offside calls. See if that plays a factor here throughout the game. This puck chipped out by New Trier, and we'll go far enough for icing with 1:39 left here in the first period.
I would say that would probably be the best shift Loyola's had since they scored that first goal. New Trier's had the better of the play since then. Hopefully this shift can get Loyola back on track and getting some offensive zone time.
An offensive zone draw, shot right in on Dirtoff. Trying to chip it out. Eventually it's Alex Cheris able to get it out for New Trier. Puck coming right back. Schreiber sprawling, and from his knees able to get the puck on to Gustafson as his stick tied up. Boersma able to get it back. He's going to turn, fire, but miss the net. That pass just missing the stick of Cheris. He's chasing it and able to keep the puck in as Rabinowitz. Sauer coming down the slot, pass behind him. He just has to flick it towards net, but not much on it. So Schreiber's going to be able to come back the other way. Off the boards, Gustafson is going to get called for a slashing. He whacked the stick out of the hands of Rabinowitz, and he's going to be guilty of slashing with 54 seconds remaining in the period.
I believe we're going to get a second penalty here for that hit on Gustafson on New Trier, so we're probably going to have coincidental penalties possibly.
Turn my attention away. Jimmy, if you could cue that replay up one more time for me. Oh, I don't know. I guess a high hit might be that follow-up call. I'm not sure I agree with it. And that's what the New Trier captain right now and is pleading with the referee. He can't believe that got called for a roughing. Kroger is not happy. Rabinowitz got the follow-up penalty for New Trier. So coincidentals are going to be the call. .54 seconds remaining. 5-on-5 hockey, despite two guys in the box. Another face-off win for New Trier. Spinning it around. Randall's got to go back and get it. Chesson with a little bit of a dangerous play out in front of his net, but able to clear the puck. On comes Randall. Owen Walker not able to get to that puck. Chesson follows it up. Chesson has his feet taken out by Fritchie and back out into the neutral zone. Walker able to get it on to Baltz. Baltz shoots, deflected high over the net. Now Ryan Cowan with 15 seconds to go trying to clear it. Said stolen, but not able to get a shot towards net. Skating hard to catch up to this puck is Holton. Jacob Holton getting an opportunity here on Varsity as this puck comes into the bench right as time expires in the first period. So a back and forth first period. 3 goals scored in total. 2 for the home team in New Trier, 1 for Loyola. And after one, a pretty balanced game, but Loyola leading 2-1.
Absolutely, yes. Right now, I would say New Trier maybe has a slight edge in play. I think that's because right now, New Trier is just working harder. They are out-efforting Loyola. They're being that second guy, that third guy in support, and that's what Loyola is really struggling to handle right now.
So we're going to take a quick timeout, catch our breath, come back with second period action in just a couple of minutes right here on your home for SHL Hockey YouTube Live. Back with second period action here live from North Shore Ice Arena in rivalry game number 2 between Loyola and New Trier. After one, it's 2-1, New Trier leading here tonight alongside Wes Anderson down at ice level. Andrew Rubin to my left. I am Max Anderson. Thank you for joining us here on this Sunday evening. This cold, bitter weekend we've had here, but it is live here in this barn. Packed stands, fans lining the boards, incredible atmosphere for a January hockey game here on the North Shore.
And you would expect nothing less from a typical Loyola versus New Trier rivalry.
Absolutely, Andrew, and we'll just get this rivalry matchup one more time, but with the added stamp of the Blackhawks rivalry series presented by the high school rivalry series presented by the Chicago Blackhawks. That'll happen in just about 2 weeks' time, January 27th. You'll see that game right here on the SHL Network. .41 left here in the first period, second period I should say. Offensive zone draw for Loyola. Shot off of it by Schreiber, but easily gloved by Dirdoff.
You can see that happening a lot with New Trier not covering that winger on the boards there for Loyola. Just an easy face-off win for Burisma. Hit that puck to the wall and they will get possession.
Face-off goes again back towards Dirdoff. He has to use that right pad to steer it aside. Now a deflection in front. Dirdoff down and out of the play, still trying to fall on the puck and able to keep it out.
Big time save there from Dirdoff as that puck is deflected in front. Not really having a clear line of sight either on that, just getting that left pad out just enough to stop that play.
And Loyola early here in the second period with some pushback. As like Andrew mentioned at the end of the first period, it was really New Trier. I think that outpaced Loyola in that first, not just on the scoreboard, but in action as well. But Loyola, as you would expect, pushing back. Schreiber plays on to Waltman. He takes a big check, goes down to the ice. Boersma's checked against the glass, and it'll be Hawkins coming in for support. Chips the puck, but misses. Waved icing by the linesman. Now Alex Cheris trying to chip the puck back to the point in Rabinowitz. Wasn't able to. Instead, it goes around to the other point in Hawkins. That puck just able to be kept inside of that. Fleetwood tries to chip it into the slot, but a waiting stick of Boersma wouldn't allow it to go any further. Back the other way comes Schreiber. His shot blocked by Hawkins. He loses it as he tried to clear the puck, so Schreiber's going to try to keep it alive for Loyola on this offensive zone opportunity. Lillybridge there to support as well. Schreiber finally able to chip it out, but right in the waiting arms of Hawkins. Buck comes out in front. Now Gabal, he shoots, deflected. Gabal with a backhanded shot, loose right in front of the net. There was about 7 or 8 bodies piled up, so it just kept hitting bodies, never got to net. Faulkner puts the puck around one man and into the glove of Haney with the whistle at 15-17 left here in the second.
As the coincidental penalties are both over and both players have the ability to return to their bench.
Guys, as we see Loyola trying to get some sustained offensive pressure, they're outshot 12-7 in the first period by New Trier.
Yeah, you called it, Andrew, and backed up by some stats there from Wes. New Trier came to play here tonight. Of course, Loyola coming off a really tough loss last night. We were curious to see how they would respond off of that 6-1 loss against York into this point. Still haven't quite found that offensive rhythm we saw Loyola have really before the holiday break. They were scoring goals at a pretty incredible clip. That has slowed down here a little bit in the new year.
We also know that when we were doing that Stevenson game, they had not played a game since December 11th before, so you wonder if fatigue and just not really being used to that constant night in, night out, playing games. And the SHL is just the most competitive league. There's really no nights off in this league.
And 3 games in 4 nights, that'll take a toll. They'll have a few days before they play their next game. They won't play again until Tuesday, at least a day off. Now side of the net, dangerous play. Not sure what the New Trier defenseman was doing there. Playing with the puck very close to his own net. Douthit carries it in, loses it, but Smith's going to wrap it around. And now played out. New Trier is going to reset. A little bit discombobulated on that play, so they'll opt to just chip in on Haney. And offside's going to be the call. As the chip in by Hawkins, he had players leaving the ice to get on the bench, so he's still in a heated conversation with the linesman. Excuse me, that was Kroger, not Hawkins.
He believes that the New Trier forward exited the zone, so that puck should be able to be put on net. The linesman obviously saw something different and feels that the forward was still in the zone. You're not allowed to put the puck on net for delayed offsides.
We've seen a couple of offsides call be violently argued, violently probably the wrong word, but vehemently argued would probably be the better word by New Trier here tonight, stopping some offensive play for them. Baker able to get the puck in, sticked aside by Dirtoff as it got a little too close to his net. Collision behind the net. And Bobby Sharpstein gets it back to Kadlik. Kadlik has a weak pass. Now back the other way comes Baltz. Baltz drags the puck around one man. Puck still loose out in front of Haney. And he's able to fall on it and prevent a follow-up opportunity.
Really good rush there and move there by Baltz. Just put that puck too far out in front of the defenseman to where Haney was able to cover, but you can see these New Trier forwards have no fear coming down on these Loyola defensemen. Every single time they're looking to go around that defenseman and take the puck to the net.
Guys, you'll see that Lucas Cherish is just finally returning to the bench. You'll notice that his right skate looks a little bit different than his left. He's actually using his dad's right skate after his blowout for his one skate down there. So
I'm sorry, Wes, I didn't hear that. Did you say he's using his dad's skate?
Yeah, his right skate is his dad's skate. It's a graph skate. His left skate, I think, is the new Bauer composite skates that they have. So something to look out for if you see him tripping a little bit. He's actually using his dad's skate. So something to keep in mind when he's out there.
Been doing this for 6 years here on the SHL Network. I'm pretty sure that's the first dad's skate to be used in a game, but I suppose I could be wrong. Thanks for getting that for us, Wes.
Whatever works.
You saw him kind of frantically running around trying to find his skate. He desperately was trying to get back into this game, and fortunately Dad had a skate in the car.
Yeah, him and assistant coach Brian Enriquez were running all over the rink trying to find an extra spare, and then lo and behold, they just went to Dad, and he was able to get that for him.
13:29 left here in the second period. Offensive zone draw coming for Loyola. Boersma able to win it, plays it forward. He has his stick tied up behind the net. But comes to Randall, but not all the way out as Latanzio keeps it in at the point. Now Fritchie, his shot. Nope. Traffic in front, so goes cleanly into Dirtoff. He falls on it. We'll take an offensive zone draw with 13:14 remaining.
You called it right there, Max. No traffic, just a long harmless shot from the blue line. That's going to be a save every single time for New Trier.
Got to get a little bit more traffic in front if you're New Trier, if you want to get it past Durdov. Very technically solid in net. Coach has raved about his technical skills in net before the game. There's another check behind the play. Douthit plays it deep. Haney deflects it up into the net. Fritchie tries to get it up off the boards. Randall keeps it in. He's just going to wrap it around. Faulkner along the near side half boards. Knocks the puck down, gets it on. Faulkner now, side of the net, shot, big save Haney, and Fritchie knocks that puck away from his net. Another opportunity, but a good stick from Latanzio. Prevents that puck from getting all the way across.
That was a big time save from Haney, something we could look possibly for our Schmidt goaltending save of the day, going post to post to stop that one-timer there.
I like how you hedged your bet there. It could be. Good save there by Haney. Better than me. Sometimes I call it too soon and we get a great save late in the game, so we'll circle that one and come back to it later in the game. Now a rebound. Lillybridge puts it on net. Durdov keeps it out. Waltman following. Now Kadlik shoots off the glove of Durdov. Fortunately,
I believe
up
the
and
net's
over the
off.
Net.
New Trier is screaming that the net was off for that whole sequence there, as they believe Durdov did kick it off.
That was a good catch. Chad Bidwell, the assistant coach for New Trier, was shouting that from our left here all the way down towards that end of play. This puck spun off the boards. Now Kadlik going to settle things down for Loyola. Puck played out. Now Malinek. Malinek and Chesson battling at the center ice. And a big hit right in front of the penalty box as Max Cabal finished the check. It's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty against Max Cabal on that hit.
We're going to see what we'll get for a call here, see if it's 2 or 2 and 10.
Yeah, that's going to get called every time these days.
Just a roughing call, so just a 2-minute minor, no 10-minute misconduct attached.
So another power play opportunity here for New Trier with 11:30 remaining in the second period.
I'm really looking for New Trier to get this puck to their point man. If I recall last time, they were trying to shoot, but Loyola did a really good job of blocking shots, but I feel they can run multiple sets, multiple passes from their high point man with guys open for possible one-timers.
Albrighton able to get to that puck off the face-off draw, clear it all the way down. Gustafson skating hard to collect it in the offensive zone. He's going to look to waste a little bit of time here. Excuse me, it was Bobby Sharfstein that had the penalty. Thought it was Max Cabal, but here's a shot just missing Haney. Chesson able to keep that puck in with his chest, looking like a catcher in baseball, blocking a ball in the dirt. Balt's in the corner, able to win it back, gets it back to Cusick. He's pressured quickly by Gustafson, so he has to fire it into the corner. Chesson gets the puck back up top. Cusick back to Chesson. Here's a shot, and able to fight off that puck was Haney. Back up top, Cusick. He'll go outside circle. Chesson tries to get it across. One too many passes for New Trier, and Loyola's able to clear.
We saw New Trier try to force that puck to the high slot, but he was covered. I believe that Loyola had nobody in the low slot in front of their net to see if New Trier can try to exploit that on their power play.
Cusick tries to go around Gabal, but he stops the puck there. Now Lillybridge on the penalty kill with 30 seconds remaining on it. He's just going to be happy to lock the puck in there behind Durdov. You can hear the pounding on the boards by the Loyola bench. They're very content with laying that puck. Now getting a little bit rough behind the play was Cusick to pry it loose. 19 to go on the power play. One more offensive zone opportunity here as Rabinowitz chips the puck in. Faulkner has his stick tied up. Puck goes to the far side half boards, and Gabal's going to be able to clear. 5 seconds to go. Faulkner gets it at the blue line, drops to Cheris. Back to full strength is Loyola. Cross ice. Here's Smith. He'll shoot. Standing save from Haney. And it'll be Bobby Sharfstein able to clear. So 9:15 to go in the second period. We're back to full strength. Now, and it goes around. One-man shot just over the crossbar.
Real nifty play from Malinek. Quick stick handle, quick shots to get that shot away. Just missed over the top of the
The
net.
shot from Albrighton, knocked down in front. No follow-up opportunity there for Malinek. Sharfstein now out in front. Malinek can't get away on the shot. Backhanded shot. Puck still loose, side of the net.
And cleared by Loyola. That's going to go far enough for an icing.
You're very lucky to walk away there without giving up a goal. Multiple A-plus scoring chances for Loyola. Some of them missing the net, some of them just not getting shots off.
There's been a couple of scrambles around the net with Dirtoff a little bit down and out where he hasn't been able to get back to his feet, where Loyola's had a couple of decent opportunities, just have not been able to get that solid shot off to get the puck past. Winning this draw, Cowan waits for it at the point. Instead, Gustafson twirls around a couple of defensemen, loses the puck. New Trier coming back the other way. If they hurry, they can have a 3-on-2, but Boersma's quickly back to support. Getting the puck towards the slot, but cleared out as Gustafson settles in the neutral zone. He'll go back to Albrighton to reset play. Now Gustafson looking for a stretch pass, but Miller stepped in the way of that, and he'll head back into the offensive zone. Good stick from Albrighton, pries that free. Schreiber 2-on-2. Schreiber skates towards the middle. That's going to be offsides as Gustafson enters the zone just a moment too soon.
Guys, I'm down here to the left with Drew Dirtoff. On the last two sequences from Loyola, there's been a lot of traffic in front. It's been pretty hard for him to locate those point shots.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple of times, Wes. 5 or 6 bodies out in front, some standing, some on their backside, some completely sprawled out. We've had 2 or 3 just complete messes in front of Dirtoff that haven't led to a goal here this period.
Max, yeah, from a goal, that's pretty unnerving. We got to scramble a lot to be able to locate that puck.
We saw that first Loyola go into a scramble there where Dirtoff was down and out. You have the feeling if those keep happening, it's just a matter of time before Loyola can score another goal and tie this game.
Under 8 minutes to go here in the second. Will be offsides if anybody from Loyola plays it until New Trier brings the puck out. That's going to be offsides from Baker, and an offensive zone draw coming for New Trier. Bit of a miscue there from Baker. Don't want to give that offensive zone draw for no reason.
Absolutely, just no reason there to not just go tag up and go pressure, and after that you're not really gaining a lot just by hanging out in the high.
Yeah, you see Coach DJ LeVar talk to Baker as soon as he got off the ice after they touched that puck in the offensive zone.
Now face-off draw. New Trier able to take it, but immediately pressured by Fritchie in the corner. Fritchie trying to win it back. Instead, goes to Baltz, blocked in front by Latanzio. Baltz gets it back, tries to shoot, deflected, comes to Cusick. Cusick will shoot right into the breadbasket of Haney with 7:25 remaining here in the second period.
We're seeing lots of turnovers being forced by both teams on their forecheck. They seem to be taking away exactly what other teams are looking to do with their first option, whether it's a D-to-D pass or a quick pass up to the winger to get their breakout going. We're seeing a lot of plays get jumped for turnovers.
Face-off one, but past the stick of a defenseman at the blue line. Has to come all the way back in their defensive zone to gather the puck, now losing it in the slot. Malinek very nearly had a point-blank chance for Loyola, but cleared out by Cusick. Chesson with a good backhand pass, but Cowan steps in the way of Baltz. Collision in the middle of the ice, couple of Ramblers collide now, and we're going to get a penalty. Wow, that is a tough penalty call on Will Kroger. Boy, I don't know. He came to a collision, happened to be on the ice, and did a Loyola Rambler trip, yes, but I do not think.
If we can get a replay here, it'll be a little bit earlier, but it appears that Kroger almost kind of just a very unlucky play there where he was coming behind the Loyola Ramblers player trying to knock that bouncing puck down, and I believe he fell down and the Loyola player fell over. Not really sure if that's worthy of a call, but
he just slammed the penalty box just about as hard as I think I've heard a penalty box get slammed. Just furious with that call. So a 2-minute power play here for Loyola. Their first power play opportunity of the game. point-blank chance. Couple of whacks at it, not able to get it. Goes all the way down in on Haney. Of course, the first penalty against New Trier was part of those offsetting. So this is their first chance with the man advantage for Loyola so far in the season. Just a 16.4% power play, which again, towards the bottom of the league here in the SHL. For such a high-powered, high-scoring offense, you would expect that number to be a little bit higher, Andrew, but still trying to find it here on the power play.
Absolutely, when you look at the numbers that they have, but also not to be slouched at, New Trier has the #1 penalty kill in the SHL by percentage, just over 90%. But Kroger, definitely one of the main stalwart penalty killers for New Trier as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. That puck played by a high stick, so it'll be an offensive zone draw for Loyola. It's been a contentious game on the ice. A lot of post-whistle conversations between some of the players and the officials. Got to keep your emotions in check, keep playing the game for both sides, but I think Will Kroger had a case on the penalty he was called for.
Absolutely, and especially in a big rivalry game like this, lots of people here, emotions are riding high. You have to be able to still be even-keeled while playing. Cannot lose focus of your game.
Schreiber settles, tries to go cross ice, but a good play by Rabinowitz. Knocks that out of the zone, and Ryan Cowan's going to have to retreat back into his defensive zone with 50 seconds left here on the man advantage for Loyola. 5:43 remaining in the period. Rink wide to Boersma. Boersma skates wide. He's going to go all the way around. He's looking for Lillybridge along the near half boards. He's going to send it back the other direction. Reverse flow. Gustafson has his pass deflected. Fouling right up is Boersma. Now turning is Gustafson. He'll shoot, deflected out in front. Lillybridge. Schreiber off the boards. Lillybridge trying to get across. Boersma was wide open, but good stick by Cusick. Didn't let it get across. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Cowan cries to Boersma. Boersma up top, looking for an angle, gets it to Cowan. Cowan winds up, and his shot just missing. Trying to clear it. Boersma keeps it in, back to full strength as New Trier. High hit. Cannot believe we didn't get a penalty there. Looked like an elbow to the side of the head of Boersma. Looked like the referee must not have been looking at it. That's about as clear a call as you'll see in high school hockey missed.
I also believe he was still holding Boersma after he delivered the hit too, which was brought very much dislike to the Loyola fan section.
Now another collision in the corner. Fritchie battling it out with Baltz. Joe Bear takes that out of the zone for Loyola. He's crumbled as he enters the neutral zone. Finally, Hawkins misses his man, and Fritchie settles it at the blue line. .405 left here in the second period of this great rivalry game. It's been intense. There's been hitting, there's been scoring, there's been penalties, there's been commotion, there's been controversy, and we still have 20 minutes at least left in this game.
As we get to the end of the second period, the ice is starting to really gets chewed up in these high school games, especially in a game with the speed like this. We're seeing not as many skill plays being made. It's tougher to stick out, tougher to make clean passes, everything like that.
Good pass there to Lillybridge. He takes it into the zone, shot blocked. Gabal couldn't find it after the deflection. Again, Loyola a little bit tricky there along their bench, very nearly getting another too many men on the ice.
Kroger got stung by that shot there. He's feeling it. You can see him possibly shaking out that one of those legs there.
Malinek in the corner. 4 or 5 bodies trapping it. Now reverse flow. Walker's going to try to get it in the corner. Instead, Sharfstein able to get the puck. A huge hit, and that's going to be a penalty against Kroger. And Baker received the hit, and Kroger is just incredulous. He is barking at these referees. That's his second penalty now. He just cannot believe he was called for a penalty there. It looked like a solid hit to the chest. And that's what he's saying as he's coming off the ice. I hit him in the, I'll skip the word in the middle there, but chest.
Andrew, you're talking about the ice deteriorating as we go along in this period. I'm down here at ice level, and you can see the snow building up. Even on that last play, as Loyola tried to enter the zone, Lillybridge took a pass, and right as it hit his stick, it flipped on him as he was trying to take a shot. So something to look forward to here on this power play for Loyola.
Absolutely, especially with this power play right now, it's got to be real simple for Loyola. It's going to be really hard to make the normal skill plays that they're used to making, get pucks to the front of the net, get bodies to the front of the net, keep it as simple as possible with this bad type of ice.
Here's Gustafson with 2:45 left in the period. Gets it along the half boards. Oh, cross-ice pass, stick by Rabinowitz, saves a goal, or Schreiber had a wide-open look. Here's Gustafson near circle, back up top Cowan. He's going to shoot, deflected. Now in the corner, Gustafson. Following him is Boersma. Boersma turns, drops it to Gustafson. Backdoor shot, big save, another save! As Schreiber tries to bury one. Here's a shot just over the crossbar. We'll want to take a look at that sequence there as that looked for sure like Schreiber was going to tie the game. Here's a deflection, and Dirdoff gets his toe on it and cleared.
Big time saves there. I could not tell if that original shot hit the side of the net or if it was saved by Dirdoff.
Guys, it hit the side of the net. I'm down here. Just missed it. Like I said, the ice is really starting to play a factor here.
Absolutely.
Good call, Wes. Thank you for that. Kind of blending in back there. Can't quite tell where you are. But we appreciate your view down there on ice level. Randall back in his own zone with 30 left on the power play for Loyola, and that's shipped out. Albrighton, I'm not sure how he missed that puck, but on the man advantage, they lose an offensive zone opportunity there. Fritchie.
That should have been offsides there as that puck entered in zone after Cusick, but he was still able to play it. Missed call there by the linesman.
And with 6 seconds left here on the power play, Loyola going to quickly try to get one more rush if they can. Good ball goes off the glass. 1 minute remaining in the period. Following it up, Albrighton. He gets it on to Malnick. Malnick turns. He's got some room. Now Gabal. He's blocked by the referee. Bad break for Gabal as the referee got in the way of the play. Albrighton's going to pinch. Try to keep the puck in. 40 seconds to go here in the period. Gabal comes out with the puck. He looks, he shoots. Doesn't get a lot on that shot. Dirdoff was able to fight it off. Wrapped off the boards. Albrighton keeps it in. Now trying to center it. And that was trying to play it there was Malnick, but Rabinowitz stepped in the way of that. Full strength is Nutrier with 20 seconds to go. Cusick steps in the way of that puck. Chesson coming down the slot. Now tripped as he was on his way to net. That should have been a penalty on Albrighton. Did not get a call as Faulkner was completely taken out on his way to net 5 seconds ago. Here's Boersma.
See, the ice is just way too difficult there to make a skill play.
Oh, and a stick gets under the throat. No high sticking there. Or did we get a penalty at the end of the
call? Yes.
We did get the penalty right at the end of the period. It was Jack Hawkins who took a stick to the throat.
I believe of Ryan Cowan from Loyola.
So what was a chaotic period. We're going to clean ice between periods here. But Andrew, of the games we've done this season, I can't think of a more chaotic period than the one we just had.
Absolutely, just non-stop up and down the ice. I would say Loyola did have the better play in that period as opposed to Nutrier in the first, but lots of penalties, lots of commotion, mad scrambles. Not much more you really expect, though, from a game like this in this environment, everything going on.
So we're going to step aside, take a timeout, let the ice clean here during the second period intermission. We'll come back with third period action in just a couple of minutes right here on your home for SHL Hockey, YouTube Live.
Welcome back live to a sold-out North Shore Ice Arena for the SHL Game of the Week between Loyola and New Trier, and what's been an incredible game thus far. After 2 periods, it's New Trier leading 2-1, and for more on New Trier's third period approach, we're going to send it down to Wes Anderson, standing by with New Trier head coach Bob Melton. We'll give him just a second, give him a couple of last-minute instructions. Here's Wes.
Sorry, guys. Coach was trying to talk to his team here. Coach, we talked about Dirdov. He stopped 14 of 15 shots. Just speak on his game so far.
You know, again, he's a sophomore. It's a great environment. I think he's just playing fabulous. Guys got to keep protecting him, but right now he's been the difference for us. He's been doing great.
Coach, Butler Chesson has scored another goal. That's 3 in the last 2 games. What has you really liked about his game so far in the last 2 games? Yeah,
Butler's really picked up his game lately. His compete level's been great, his energy. And, you know, he was a kid that scored the state winning goal last year. It's nice to see him start putting the puck in the net because we're going to need him down the stretch.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck in the third. Guys, back up to you.
Thank you, Wes. Appreciate that. And I know that state winning comment there from Bob Melton stirred our very own Andrew Rubin here. Of course, on the opposite end of that goal last year. Sorry to stir up some old memories, but it's Butler Chesson playing pretty well this far, Andrew.
Absolutely, yes. Butler done a really good job today, not only head-manning the puck, getting to the front of the net, creating chances for New Trier today. We do know what happened last year in that game. He scored that overtime winner, 1-0 in New Trier over GVN. Still a little bit sour, but just something to look back on and smile at now.
Of course, GVN going to get a chance to maybe get some vengeance here coming in March. Put their game together and compete for a state championship. That's still several months away for all these teams, but high energy here as we start the third period. New Trier's going to win the opening draw of the period. And they're going to start on the power play. At the end of that period, it was Ryan Cowan who was called for tripping. Thought it would be a high stick, but apparently it's a tripping call. Regardless, 2 minutes on the penalty kill for Loyola to start this period, already trailing by a goal.
Also very beneficial for New Trier. That ice cut makes the ice so much more smoother, a lot easier to make the skilled plays. But it is also unlucky to have a power play to start off the period, because power play is something you really feel when you're connected.
Here's Baltz with speed. Good aggressive play by Haney to knock that puck away. And a clearance by Loyola. It's 1:20 left here on the power play. Now setting up, here's Cusick. He'll go off left wing. Hawkins stepped in front of that one. I don't think that was the intention of Chesson, and Loyola's going to be able to clear. I think Chesson was trying to get that puck all the way across. It was Hawkins that got in the way a little bit. Now leading the rush, Cusick. He'll right wing to Baltz, cross ice to Hawkins. Hawkins steps in. Now going behind, but no one home for New Trier there, and Loyola's going to be able to easily clear. A little bit of miscommunication there on the zone entry for New Trier.
Absolutely, but we're seeing on this New Trier breakout, they're looking to swing that puck out wide and almost hit a cross ice pass almost right away against this Loyola trap that they're kind of running here.
And this time they're just going to send it in deep, try to win it on the forecheck. Albrighton's going to get to it for Loyola. Just trying to clear the puck off the boards and able to clear. Now 20 to go here on the power play. One more rush opportunity for New Trier. Rabinowitz is going to have to get it started. Now Loyola playing a little bit higher, trying to pressure this power play. Good stick from Sharfstein's going to be able to slow that down. Malinik's going to be able to waste the rest of this power play. And just like that, Loyola's back to full strength.
Really nothing going there for New Trier on that power play, not even registering a shot on goal. Big motivation booster for Loyola to start this third period.
I don't even know if they had a shot not on goal on that power play. They really weren't able to set anything up for that 2 minutes. Now 14:40 left here in the third period. And an icing as that puck goes all the way down. I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network. CCTY Bearing, Christopher Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Glassa, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank and Trust, a Wintrust Community Bank, Kramer Construction, and Schmidt Goaltending. Visit schmidtgoaltending.com. Get 25% off your first private lesson. Just tell them the SHL sent you. 14:30 left here in the third period. We're back underway. Loyola
Trails by a goal. Here's Sharfstein chasing after that dump as Malinek sets him up. Baker stops the puck in the corner. Hands off to Sharfstein. Malinek side of the net. He's backhanded shot. Fought off by Durdoff. Big time save to keep that puck out of the net and forced out by New Trier. Now Alex Cheris. He shoots and saved by Haney.
You were right on that big time save from Durdoff. I believe that's the first shot he's seen this third period. A-plus chance right in front, backhanded shot. Got that blocker up and on that. Keep New Trier up 1 goal.
Seeing the rush here from Cheris. He had a sharp angle, but Haney in good position keeps it out. 14:04 left in the third, 2-1 Loyola. Rabinowitz getting a chance in the face-off dot. Boersma wins it back to Cowan. Cowan wraps it around the boards, but a pinching Cusick steps up to keep it in. Now Enright misses the puck as it comes past his stick. Cowan's able to collect for Loyola. Cowan drops to Albrighton, now looks up ice. He's going to go rink wide to Boersma. Touch pass through his legs to Gustafson. Gustafson with some space, winds up, shoots, doesn't get a lot on it. Loose puck back door, not able to finish it. Was Schreiber. Coming right back is Hawkins. Hawkins tries to win the puck at the blue line, instead it's chipped out. Now Rabinowitz, he skates wide and checked off the puck. As Fritchie pins him against the board, Cowan able to win it. And Gustafson takes it at the blue line, breaks out for Loyola. Schreiber skates wide right, now towards the middle. He'll drop it deep. Randall back to take it for New Trier. Gustafson gets it back just a little bit too far off of his stick, and he wasn't able to get a shot off. Loyola had to clear the zone, and Gustafson will get it restarted. He'll chip the puck in and head for a change. 3 fresh bodies on the ice for Loyola. Waltman and Lillibridge getting a chance here for the Ramblers. Big body of Waltman trying to throw his weight around him, and Rabinowitz get tied up behind the play. And eventually coming out with it is Gabal settling in the neutral zone. Now Steele. This is the stick of Waltman. Teams exchange the puck here through the neutral zone. Rabinowitz again settling. Walker able to take the puck at the center ice line, carries into the offensive zone, but taken away by Lillibridge. Hawkins sends this puck in on net, and the stick of Haney deflects that up into the netting, so an offensive zone draw to come for New Trier.
Guys, you've seen the defensive adjustment Loyola has made. There's a lot less time in the neutral zone for New Trier, which they really exploit in the first 2 periods. They're able to get their transition offense going. So something to look for going down the last 12 minutes of the game.
That's a really good spot, Wes. That's why we have you down on the ice. That's a great call, and something they'll try to take advantage of as we move on here in the third period.
Overall, we're seeing both teams right now doing a really good job of taking away time and space for both teams. Not a lot of clean entries, lots of bouncing pucks, deflections, really mucking up this game, which right now New Trier is definitely a bigger fan of at holding the 1-goal lead.
Now Baltz tries to carry the puck out. He loses it. Baker follows it up but not able to keep it in. It comes back to Albrighton right at center ice, and he'll send it deep. Played by Durdoff. Walker chips up the boards, and a huge hit! And looking around, and that's going to be a penalty as Butler Chesson got absolutely crushed into the boards, and then following it up, Baltz and Albrighton getting together. One of the bigger hits you'll see, and Walker's still going at him. We'll see. I got to think we're going to see a follow-up penalty from New Trier, at least one, if not 2. And both benches are screaming at each other right now.
Guys, I'm down here in the penalty box. Walker and Albright have been yapping at each other, even in the penalty box. It's starting to get pretty chippy as we get further in this game.
I mean, that was as big a hit as you'll see at the high school level. Jimmy, do we have that on camera? It was a little bit of a sharp angle. Not sure if we were able to get it. You're going to see it right here in front of the New Trier bench. It's going to come right here, and Albrighton just absolutely crushes Butler Chesson into the boards. And then you see after the play, Baltz takes out Albrighton.
I believe that's Walker.
Excuse me, Walker. Good call there, Andrew. Great camera work from our Patrick Loftus getting all these angles.
And then what you did not see was as Albright was going to the box, Walker again cross-checked Albright and bring him to the ice, which drew another call. So we could actually see Loyola coming out of this with a 5-on-4 power play.
I only see Walker in the box thus far. Wes, I don't know if you can hear the conversation the referees are having right now.
Guys, I'm down here in the penalty box. They're trying to get it sorted out. As soon as I know, I'll get you guys updated.
So now the linesman and a referee having a conversation with each side. And with 11:42 left in the game, this is all of a New Trier Loyola game, folks. The coaches are barking at each other. The players are barking at each other. Don't tell me that this game just means 2 points. It means way more than that. And a massive implication. A little bit tough for us to hear up here, Wes, so once you have that, if you could come on and share what got shared. So the one thing I can hear is Albrighton's going to be lost for just about the rest of the game. Already short Sam Rohde. That's the biggest implication out of that exchange in my eyes.
I believe the referee signaling it's 5-on-5. I believe that's the wrong call, as Albright should have gotten one penalty, and I believe Walker took two separate shots that both got called for penalties, it appeared.
Guys, I was able to clear it up. 2 and a 10 for both, offsetting, so we're going to play 5-on-5.
2 and a 10 for both. That is not what I would have expected. I would have understood a 2-minute for Walker on the retaliation thereafter. A little bit surprised he got the 10-minute misconduct to go with it.
2 big-name players, though, that eat up a lot of minutes for both teams. High-impact players that are going to be missing for the rest of this game. Just even goes more with that next-man-up mentality.
So after all that, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey, if you can believe it. Cowan takes the puck. He goes off the boards to Gustafson. Here's Cowan carrying it in. He skates around one defenseman, skates wide, carries the puck all the way in from his defensive spot. See Gustafson covering for him there. Now back to the point and steal. He'll shoot, deflected out in front, just wide. Good stick by Schreiber. Now Gustafson behind the net.
Cowan wanted that puck. He was calling for it, and Albright being his normal deep pairing. You can see a little bit of frustration coming from Cowan.
Now the puck stuck behind the net of Drew Dirdoff. Finally coming out with his Gustafson, trying to center the puck, but sticked away by a defenseman. This puck roofed. So it's going to be an offensive zone draw coming for Loyola with 10:39 left in the game.
You saw that puck try to get forced to the middle there, with New Trier having multiple guys down low, below the hash marks, even all 5 guys. We saw Loyola fall victim to that against Stevenson at times on Thursday as well, not using their points enough to spread out the opposing team, try to create some space.
Face off won by New Trier, trying to spin it around the boards, but Fritchie's going to keep it in. He's checked, Lillibridge follows up, and eventually it's Fleetwood playing the puck along, trying to clear it, but Latanzio keeps it in. His shot makes it all the way through, but wide of the net. Fritchie follows. That's high off the chest of Fleetwood and cleared. Fritchie's just going to fire that puck deep. And Rabinowitz to collect for the Trevians. Fritchie keeps it in at the blue line. Deflected in front by Lillibridge, but Dirdoff in great position keeps it out. Ritchie off the boards, puts it into the New Trier zone. Randall comes away with it. Randall's just going to send that puck in. Goes a little bit too high off the roof, so a neutral zone face-off to come with 9:51 remaining.
Max, I could be wrong here in West. Maybe you can find some information, but I have not seen Will Kroger yet this third period for New Trier, and I do not see him on their bench either.
Yeah, guys, I'm down here. I don't see him on the bench either. Not sure what's going on, but I'll check in with Coach Brian Enriquez to see what the update is on him. But that last play looked like it caught Fleetwood in the neck as I'm down here. trying to make my way to the new trade bench, so I'll keep you guys updated.
Appreciate that, Wes. Let us know what you can find. That would also be another huge loss from the Trevian side. Well, attrition starting to take its toll on both of these teams. A lot of guys missing to start the game. A couple guys now stuck in the box for the rest of the game, and a couple of other injuries. 9:30 to go. Malinek spins the puck around the boards. Hawkins keeps it in at the point. Check behind the play. It's Haney holding that right post tightly, and Cowan's going to break out. He's got some space through the middle of the ice. Malinek gets it. He chips it into the offensive zone. And a clean defensive play and clearing his new Trier. Cowan's going to check Enright as he comes towards the bench. Faulkner checks Boersma in the neutral zone. Kadlik trying to play on. Now Chesson takes the puck. Eventually pried loose by Schreiber. Ritchie finds Boersma. Now Cusick plays out into the neutral zone. Kadlik tries to stop it there. Teams exchanging the puck through the neutral zone here. Ritchie gets the puck as it was dumped all the way deep. He whiffs on it, so Chesson has an opportunity to get the puck, and Schreiber's going to come in for support. Now far side, here's a shot gloved by Haney with 8:09 left in the third.
We're really seeing Loyola struggle right now. New Trier's doing an awesome job of shutting down Loyola, not giving them any space at all, never really giving them time to set up inside their zone. And New Trier seems very content to just hold this 2-1 lead for the rest of the game.
Guys, I'm down here. Update on Kroger. It sounds like he took a shot to the foot, so he'll be out indefinitely for the rest of the game.
Thank you for that update, Wes. That's a huge loss on the New Trier side. Try to hold this 2-1 lead. Loyola really starting to press with 7:50 left to go in the third period. Schreiber tries to play around Randall. Fleetwood there to support. And Randall is able to chip it along. Steele now at center ice, sends the puck in deep. Gustafson around the other side. It's a little bit of help from the referee, who set a little bit of an unintentional pick, but not able to take advantage. 2-on-2 comes New Trier. Skating wide with it is Douthit. Douthit centers it, but a good stick from Steele prevents that attempt from the Trevians. Now Gabal in the corner along the far side half boards. Gabal comes away with it, gets it on to Gustafson. Gustafson 1-on-3, going to try to get something started, and he gets table-topped. Not too different than the play that happened in the second period that Kroger got called for. Ritchie with a shot, knocked down in front. That was almost identical to the call that Kroger got. Loyola didn't get the power play. Could hear the barking from the Loyola bench, arguing the same off that last play. 6:40 to go in the third. Ritchie to settle the puck in his own zone. Now stick from Waltman deflects it on Dirtoff. He'll opt to play on. Ritchie at the point keeps it in. Cross ice to Waltman. Collision in the slot, so he wasn't able to get a shot on net, and he's going to have to clear the zone.
Loyola still struggling to ever get that set up, that moment, gain those chances. They're really struggling to crack this New Trier pressure that they're giving them so far.
Here's Rabinowitz. He plays off the boards. Chesson just tries to chip it into the zone, but stopped there by Fritchie. Faulkner now finds Chesson. Chesson looks, tries to go around one. Now a follow-up, just missing. High and wide of the net on the follow-up was Baltz. Malinek has his stick lifted, so he wasn't able to get it deep the way he wanted to. Sharfstein fouls the play as well. Now Malinek, he's checked as he gets rid of the puck. Baker takes it in for Loyola, gives it up to Sharfstein. Sharfstein cross ice, had a man back door, but a good stick from Dirtoff, didn't let it get through. Now Cowan's shot deflected a couple of times, still bouncing around, and cleared out by Hawkins. He'll lead the rush. He's got Faulkner on his wing. He'll opt just to fire it in on Haney with 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Cowan looking for a stretch pass. You can hear the New Trier bench screaming, stay back, stay back. Loyola's looking for those stretch passes. They're not getting them.
It's good. It's really hard for Loyola to make these stretch passes that they're normal accustomed to making, because New Trier has multiple guys, maybe two defensemen, maybe even a third guy high, waiting for that stretch pass to close on that guy as soon as he gets that pass.
They're just not giving it up. Staying tight on their own blue line. Here comes Gustafson trying to go around one. Rabinowitz muscles him off the puck. They scuffle behind the play, but will play on. Fritchie keeps it in at the point. Gustafson gets his stick back. He'll circle off the half boards, go wide side to Fritchie. Fritchie shoots. Blocker saved by Dirtoff. Gustafson keeps it in momentarily, now cleared by the Trevians. That's going to be offsides if played by Loyola, so 4:10 left in the third, 2-1 New Trier.
Andrew, you're talking about how it's been difficult for Loyola to set up in the offensive zone. There's been 4 or 5 great shot blocks by New Trier in this period that I could see down here from ice level.
Absolutely. New Trier, as I said earlier, they are completely content with this finishing as a 2-1 score. They're going to do whatever it takes to not let Loyola get the equalizer in this game.
That's the bet they're making here tonight, as that chip ill-advised, as that's going to come right back out in the neutral zone, goes out of play. With 4:02 remaining here in the third.
Guys, I'm down here. Will Kruger is hopping his way back to the bench, the captain, trying to be there for his team down there to your left.
That's awesome to see. Another puck comes flying up here in our broadcast booth, Wes. It's a combat sport broadcasting these games on this wooden platform.
Yeah, it looks like he can't put any pressure on that left foot, so he's just going to be on the bench for the rest of the game, cheering on his team.
Awesome to see the captain for New Trier back on the bench with his teammates. Hopefully he's not out too long, as that would be just a brutal loss for the Trevians if he's lost for any extended length of time.
I believe that's the wrong call there by the linesman. That shot, the goalie did end up gloving it, but it was not on goal. That shot was way offline, would have gone to the corner. That play should not have been blown dead for offsides.
It's a good catch there, Andrew. 3:47 remaining in the third. New Trier clinging to a 1-goal lead. Sharfstein fires it in deep. Cusick has to collect for New Trier. He tries to go high off the boards, gets a fortunate bounce, and able to keep it in. Sprawling was Malinek, but then shortly thereafter cleared by the Trevians. Now 3:30 to go here in the third. Getting to be crunch time here in this SHL game of the week. Following it up, Cowan with space. He goes around one man. He's going to look. He shoots. Drew Dirtoff swallows that puck, and he'll take a face-off.
You were right on that, Max. Giving no rebound there, no second chance for Loyola. Absolutely huge from Drew Dirtoff, who has played an almost flawless game today so far for New Trier.
Mikey Baker was waiting. If any puck came loose there, he was going to smack it home, but nothing did. 3:19 left here in the third. 2-1 New Trier. Face off to the left of Dirtoff. It'll be Baltz and Baker on this draw. And won by Baltz. Comes Rabinowitz. He's going to go off the boards. That's going to go the length of the ice for an icing. I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, Christopher Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Glassa, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank and Trust, a Wintrust Community Bank, Kramer Construction, and Schmidt Goaltending.
We're still looking for that Schmidt goaltending save of the game possibly, but still that post-to-post save by Dirtoff, I believe, in the first period.
So unless something remarkable happens here, now this is the first time we've really seen New Trier get the puck to the Loyola end here in the last probably 5 minutes of game time. It's been all down on New Trier's end as the referee gets in a collision with a player. And we're going to get an offside call as the referee Skates back up the ice. He looks to be okay.
You were right on that, Max. First time the puck's really been in Loyola's zone. It's been mostly on New Trier, but also a lot of neutral zone time, as New Trier's also doing a really good job of getting pucks out of their zone.
2:46 to go here in the third. We'll keep an eye on that Loyola net. They have to pull their goaltender. Good stick lift on the back check by Baker. Miller was getting ready to fire that puck, and it was the stick lift that prevented it. Cross ice attempt, now following Cowan. A good spin move to buy himself some time. Right in front, Lillibridge. That shot just high and wide of the far right post. Sprawling again to keep it in his Baker. Look at the effort from Baker to keep this play going. Boersma with the shot, just misses the far post. Fritchie's able to keep it in at the blue line. That looked like it actually popped out as I said that, but Loyola not able to take advantage. On comes Schreiber. Schreiber will fire. His shot's deflected. Just not able to get shots through. New Trier, their shot prevention here tonight has been fantastic. We'll see if it can hold up with 1:50 left. Empty net now for Loyola as Malinek comes on as the sixth attacker for the Dragons. Good move by Gustafson. He has his stick lifted. It scores! Backdoor! It's Will Schreiber off the incredible effort from Gustafson to tie the game with 1:41 remaining.
You were absolutely right. That play is all Jack Gustafson. Stick handling, just the absolute battle from nonstop, no quit from him, finally, possibly getting hooked too. Might have had a penalty on that play. Getting that puck backdoor to Schreiber to tie this game.
He absolutely did, and you even look at the referee in the middle of the ice. They're chuckling to each other because there was going to be a power play for Loyola. Jack Gustafson was hooked on the play. He still was able to complete the move, get the pass to Schreiber, and what a goal from Jack Gustafson. That one goes on the highlight reel, no question about it.
Guys, I was down at ice level right near where Gustafson made that nice little move. I don't think he saw Schreiber backdoor, but he saw a white jersey. He was able to throw that backdoor for Schreiber to put that in.
Wes, who are you kidding? Gustafson's going to tell you he saw him the whole time.
Yeah, of course.
So just like that, with 1:35 to go, it's a tie game. Here comes Schreiber. That shot deflected high and up into the netting, so an offensive zone draw coming with 1:30 exactly.
That goal almost seems like it's deflated all energy from not only the New Trier players, but the whole New Trier faithful as well. Meanwhile, Loyola, it seems like they have all the energy in the world right now. Would not be surprised if Loyola walked out of this with another goal on this shift.
Guys, something to keep in mind too, Walker and Albright will be out 12 seconds into OT if it gets to that, but Andrew, like you said, all the momentum is in Loyola's favor right now.
You're
Wes,
right on that, Matt.
Wes, did you say that they'll be out until OT? I thought that penalty happened at about the 11-minute mark. Am I off on that?
Yes, I believe it was 11:41 was when those penalties occurred.
I might stand corrected. I was checking in the box. I thought he said 12 seconds into OT, but we'll see, Max.
Okay, thanks, Wes. Appreciate that. Here comes Baltz coming back the other way. Baltz now with a shot. Haney falls on it. So New Trier, who really gone into a shell there the last 10 minutes of gameplay, now have to kind of change their efforts here and aim for a game-winning goal.
We can see that's the first action that Haney has seen in a long, long time. We'll see how he's able to respond if he gets tested again, because as a goalie, when you're just sitting there waiting, you fall out of a rhythm. It's really tough to continue to make saves if there's spotty shots every once in a while.
.113 left here in the third period. 2-2 our score, and what's been an absolute classic matchup between Loyola and New Trier. When you think about these rivalry games, this is exactly the type of game you're thinking about, and it's lived up to all the hype as these two teams both have eyes on an SHL and a state championship in the next couple of months. While it's only 2 points tonight, it feels like more.
Absolutely, just tremendous environment, as we continue to say. Feels just like a classic Chicago high school hockey game where it just feels like everything's on the line. Definitely a playoff type atmosphere for this game.
Now coming away with it is Steele. He's able to get the puck out in the neutral zone. 1 minute exactly remaining in the game. Here's Malinek. Puck is chipped off the boards. This pass missing a couple of sticks, and we'll go length of the ice for icing. So an offensive zone draw coming for Loyola.
We're going to see who Loyola goes with out on the ice, as New Trier is going to get 5 new fresh bodies, taking off that line of Chess and Balls and Faulkner.
It looks like Malinick, Lillybridge, and Gabal are going to stay on for Loyola. Fritchie and Cowan on the back end for this offensive zone draw. Face-off draw won by New Trier, able to clear. 40 seconds to go in the game. If neither team scores, we'll head to 3-on-3 sudden death OT. If no one scores in that 5-minute period, we'll head to a sudden death shootout. 25 seconds now. Cowan from Fritchie. Cowan goes around one, goes around another. Here comes Ryan Cowan. He shoots. Pad save by Dirtoff. Lillybridge is going to keep it in at the point. He chips it in behind the net. 10 seconds to go. Now spinning around the boards and clearing. So looks like we're going to head to OT, assuming Fritchie can ice the rest of this in the corner. He will. So we're going to head to OT. What other way would you expect this game to go? 3-on-3 action coming.
For those of you that were also watching for Loyola when they played Stevenson on Thursday, 3-on-3, lots of open ice, lots of opportunities for skilled plays. And with number 1 and number 3 team in the state, you're going to see no shortage of that.
Yeah, Andrew, defensive responsibilities are going to be pretty key when there's this much open ice. Can't take too many liberties defensively.
And you just have to wonder, talk about the war of attrition, who's going to have the extra tank of gas for these last 5 minutes here. We've seen injuries, we've seen penalties, we've seen lots of commotion, everything. Who's going to be able to stand tall for these last 5 minutes and possibly take the win?
So both teams getting some instructions from their benches. Up here in the broadcast booth, you're getting a chance to see a couple of replays. And the last one you saw, the brilliant play by Gustafson. One of the better goals you're going to see at the high school level from Jack Gustafson to tie this game and force OT. That goal coming, of course, with just about 100 seconds left. Dirtoff, who'd stopped so many in the latter part of that third period.
Andrew, you talk about how much space is out there. You see both coaches with the clipboards letting their guys know exactly where they need to be on the ice in case they turn the puck over. So both teams very well coached here. Should be a good 3-on-3. And if we need OT, there's a lot of skill out here in between these two teams.
And Wes, as it turns out, you are correct. Albrighton and Walker are still in the box. I'm really surprised by that. I could have sworn that penalty came at about the 11, I think, Andrew, you said 11:40 mark.
Yeah, Max, I think they might they might not run consecutively the 2-minute minor and the 10-minute misconduct. So it might be 12 minutes altogether is what they might be thinking. So they should be out of the box here shortly.
That makes sense. Okay, thanks for the clarification there, Wes.
Also something to take note of, it's the long change in this overtime period. Both teams switched out like the second period. So it would be very tough if you were tired to get off the ice.
So not just less guys on the ice, but further to get off of it. 5 minutes up on the clock. We head to OT. Looking for an OT winner. Loyola's going to take the puck off the draw. And a hush comes over the crowd here as we get started in OT. Gustafson goes around one. He's got some speed and space. Tries to go cross ice to Boersma. The skate of Faulkner gets in the way of that. Now following it up, Gustafson gets a little bit of a pick from Boersma. Gustafson turns. He's looking for some space. Faulkner stick in the way the entire time. Gives it up to Boersma. Boersma in the corner. He's steered off the puck. Gustafson going to come help him. Gustafson, sharp angle. Wasn't able to get to it. Now skating with it's Faulkner. Boersma's got to hustle to get back. Faulkner skates wide. Gets stick from Boersma to prevent him from getting to the middle of the ice. Now Butler chests and point blank opportunity. He shoots. He scores! Butler Chesson finds the game winner, and New Trier wins it 3-2 in overtime.
Absolute tremendous patience with the puck there from Butler Chesson, waiting out the goalie, waiting out the defenseman. If he shoots that puck right away, he probably puts it right into the breadbasket of Braden Haney, waiting for that open ability and putting that puck top shelf. Butler Cheston, as mentioned earlier, scored the game winner in last year's state championship. Just seems to be like that big-time player when it really matters.
An absolutely electric ending to the game. The OT winner for New Trier. They tie the season series 1-1. And wait just a couple of weeks. They will get game 3 in this season series. And then, of course, there's SHL playoffs. And then A-High State playoffs. There is still a lot to be said between these two teams before we're all said and done here this season.
You got that right, Max. Game like this, playoff-type atmosphere. Nothing really to hang your heads if you're Loyola, too. You came back from a 2-1 deficit, scored a big-time goal. But this win for New Trier is something that can really jumpstart them in the right direction to start 2022.
So Wes is trying to corral Bob Melton down on ice level. He's going to get Bob here in just a second from the victorious coach. Wes, we're going to send it down to you.
Coach, wild finish, a lot of resolve for your team after giving up that late goal. You just want to speak on that.
I know, that was awesome. As we talked earlier, Butler Cheston's been on fire lately. So we started him in the overtime. That was a great move. He waited, got the goalie down and buried it. It was awesome.
Coach, not to look ahead too far, but we know both these teams usually find their way somewhere in the top 4 late in the state playoffs. How important is it to get this win this early in the season?
Well, I think it's very important. You know, I mean, we have 5 losses in the SHL, which is not typical for a green team, but we're starting to play better hockey. We're starting to get our guys back. I think we're going to be a dangerous team come playoff time.
Sounds good. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Guys, back up to you.
Thank you, Wes. And just a jubilant Bob Melton. You don't usually hear him get that excited, but it's not just the players, it's not just the fans, not just the broadcasters, but in a win like that, you hear the excitement come out of the coaches in what was a huge victory for this Trevian team. And once again, further tightening the SHL standings. It is an absolute traffic jam at the top 5 in the SHL. And we've got a few more games of the week coming up here over the next couple of weeks.
You got that right, Max. Just makes us that much more excited to broadcast these games. We saw it earlier on Thursday with Stevenson Loyola, that game going all the way to a shootout, this game going to overtime. Just great games because we see that there's so much parity in this league. Any given night, there's any team can win. Just things like that just make it so exciting, not only as a fan to watch, but also for a player. It's just got to be an awesome time as well.
Of course, our next SHL game of the week will be a Catholic school clash between Carmel Catholic and St. Viator. That'll be on January 20th, live from Glacier Ice Arena up in Vernon Hills. But that is all for tonight. I want to thank our great crew here on the SHL Network. Of course, Patrick Loftus bringing you all the camera work here tonight. Jimmy the Wiz Olsen with all the visuals, replays, graphics coming to you into your homes. Of course, Wes Anderson with the great sound from Ice Level, all the great reporting he did all night long. For Andrew Rubin, I am Max Anderson. Thank you for tuning in with us here tonight, and we will talk to you again next Thursday.